Over. I'm never making $1 in my life.
These fat cats at CFUV.
Yeah. Are you going to be a defense lawyer or a prosecutor?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Whatever my friends need me to be.
Just you wait. There's pens here.
Before I go like fixing our cables in the walls. Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably, but.
Oh, thanks. I'll keep this as a souvenir.
I'm gonna sign one too. I don't know.
You're here as well. Okay. So.
Right, don't have it on your face. If you want to switch it.
It's the one.
Yeah, switch to cops though.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Okay. So welcome to our workshop. This is also one of our first. We're trying to. I am accessibility coordinator for the summer at CFUV. So lots of thought went into this workshop as to how we can make just our workshops in general be more accessible. So if you guys have any suggestions at the end, or just comments, then feel free to send me an email or just, tell me, because that would be so helpful, and that'd be so awesome. Okay, let's get into the workshop. So our agenda for today, we're gonna go over some cable theory. Okay, perfect. Which may seem a little daunting at first, but I've done this workshop with like 4 people so far, and even if you have like no musical knowledge even coming into this, then they were able to understand everything perfectly and solder a successful cable afterwards. Then we're gonna go over TS cables. No problem if you don't know what that is, we'll get into it. TRS cables, XLR cables, we'll go over some basic soldering tools and techniques. And then we'll do a TS soldering demo, and then also an XLR demo if we have time. Okay, first thing we're going to talk about is signal type. So when we're talking about sending an audio signal from one location to another with a cable, whether it be like from a guitar to an amp, a mic to a PA, or like into a mixer or anything, that signal can be classified as balanced or unbalanced. And so this affects the construction of the cable and ultimately the sound quality of the output. So throughout this workshop, we're going to discuss what an unbalanced and balanced signal actually are, what makes a signal balanced or unbalanced, why it matters, and when and where you should use a specific signal. And this theory, portion may seem daunting, but it will help you immensely in your future musical endeavors. And if you have any questions throughout the whole thing, just, stick up your hand or just shout. Okay, so an unbalanced signal. An unbalanced signal or cable consists of 2 connectors, and then each has 2 conductors. That just basically means they have 2 wires, so the first one being the ground wire and the main signal wire, which is positive in this instance. So the main purpose of the ground wire is to protect the signal wire from outside noise, and outside noise that can be classified as like radio hum, lighting hum, like just distortion, and also just like a physical protection. And then the main purpose of the signal wire is to like carry your audio signal. In the ground wire, it does a decent job of protecting the main signal, but it can also act as kind of a transmitter itself, so it can also interfere with that main signal. It also carries part of the main signal, so you can get some noise when you use an unbalanced signal. So you can see there's like a visual here. Okay. Okay, so when your signal is traveling from your source to your receiver, it will accumulate a certain amount of noise. And then that, with an unbalanced signal, will be transmitted with that noise coming from your output. And then when you cut open an imbalanced signal wire, it'll kind of look like this, with the signal wire at the center of the cable and the ground wire just wrapping around it. So now we're going to get into a balanced signal. I forgot to go over some examples of an unbalanced signal wire. So those will be like your TS cables, which are guitar cables, TRS cables sometimes, RCA cables. So those are like ones you use for your stereo. They have like the white and the red ends. Yeah, those are most of the examples. And since they are noisier, you want to keep them as short as possible. So like 15 to 20 feet is usually a good guideline, just because you want to limit the amount of accumulated noise throughout your signal chain. Okay, a balanced signal. So a balanced cable, on the other hand, will have 3 conductors in each connector, and therefore 3 wires connecting each end, the ground wire and 2 signal wires. The positive signal wire, which is also called the hot wire, and then the negative wire, which is also called the cold wire or the common. And so balanced cables are pretty cool because what they do is they basically eradicate all forms of noise during transmission. So what happens is your main signal will be carried on your positive wire, and then the negative signal will carry a copy of that signal, but its polarity is inverse, which just means like the sign, the wave is flipped. So if you know anything about signal theory, then you know that if you sum these two at this point, they'll create like a net silence. They'll cancel each other out, and then just nothing will come out. And so during transmission, they'll pick up the exact same noise, during transmission. And then for receivers that are built to receive a balanced signal, what they'll do at the end is they will flip the phase of the negative wire, and so it basically flips the signal of your noise wave that's been accumulated, and effectively like cancel it out. With your main signal from your source being totally intact, which is why you can run like super, super long cable runs with a balanced signal. So great examples of this are XLR cables, which are mic cables. Like a really great example is our transmitter for the radio station is in the library, and we run our transmission just with 2 XLR cables all the way from here to the library, which goes out to air. And we built it with like, I think an 8-second delay, but it can be like as short as I think 3 seconds or something like that. And that's like crazy long cables with like next to no noise, which is why I think XLR cables and like a balanced signal, it came in like the 1950s, and it's just like pristine invention. Nothing's changed in its construction since.
I have a question.
Yes.
So explain again, how does it keep the regular signal fine while then flipping the noise?
So with the accumulated noise, the noise is the same on both cables. So when you like when the receiver receives both signals at the end, and it flips the negative wire, it's just like if you were to sum like both waves here, it would create a net silence. When it sums the 2 noise waves at the end of the cable, it creates a net silence from the noise waves. And then since it also flips the signal wire, now the waves, they're back in phase with each other. So now they would look just like the waves there. So then since they are the same signal, it's just your straight signal. Does that clear it up?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, we can always come back to it. And then the symbol right there, like the O with the line through it, that's just an electrician signal for like phase inversal. Then your signal will just be your straight signal at the end. Okay, so just to recap, an unbalanced cable consists of 2 connectors, each with 2 conductors with 2 wires, the ground wire and the signal wire, and the main signal wire is at the center of the cable with the ground wire like wrapping around it. I'm reading the wrong thing. Yeah, your unbalanced signal is identified by two wires, the ground and the main signal, and are mostly used at shorter lengths. They're also more sensitive than balanced signals and can pick up more noise during transmissions. Balanced cables, on the other hand, can be identified by three internal wires, the ground, the positive, and the negative. And these cables can support much longer cable runs and can significantly reduce or eradicate noise during transmission, provided the receiver has the technology to normalize the polarity, which just means do that that phase inversal at the end. Yeah. So now let's get into, yeah.
How come when they invented the balanced one in like the 50s, they didn't just make every cable a balanced one?
I don't know. I think because it's expensive to kind of introduce that technology. And so amps, they just like don't have that receiving capability. It's probably, I wonder. I'll do some research and get back to you. I know it's expensive to kind of introduce that that technology, but you'll see a lot of that. You'll see like that that be kind of mitigated with like DIs. So you always have, if you ever noticed when you use a DI box, the short cable will always be like on the guitar side or the bassist side or like the user side. So you're keeping that cable as short as possible, and then that that signal is turned into a balanced signal by having like that XLR output. So you have that XLR output to the mixing desk usually. So you're able to kind of stop the noise at like the point of the DI, and then run that super long cable to keep it as clean as possible. But that's really fascinating. I never thought about that. That's really cool. Thanks, Evan. Okay. So TS cables, also known as tip sleeve cables, look like this. They're most likely the cable that you're most familiar with. They're also referred to as guitar cables, patch cables, instrument cables, and they're what you use when connecting your guitars, basses, etc. to an amp. Also the cables you use to daisy chain pedals, and they can be identified by the single line around the circumference of the jack. Balanced cables, these cables can carry an unbalanced signal, and when you cut them open, you'll see two internal wires. The copper wire, which is the ground wire, which is all twirly, and then the main signal wire. And because TS cables are unbalanced, you'll want to keep them as short as possible. Okay, TRS cables. TRS cables, they're kind of confusing, but they're also kind of cool. So TRS cables, also referred to as tip ring sleeve cables, are visually very similar to TS cables. However, they have the extra ring around the jack that allows you to identify them. So TRS cables are especially, they are also usually used like connecting like a jack signal to like a mixer or a PA. That's most often when you'll see them. On some mixers you'll see BAL, which just means it's an indicator that it does have the technology to like perform that phase inversal at the end. So it's asking for a balanced signal, basically. So TRS cables are especially unique because they can carry both a balanced signal and an unbalanced signal. It carries a balanced signal when sent a mono signal or like one channel, and it uses the negative wire to reverse the polarity like we saw in the balanced signal slide. Then we're able to like normalize the polarity at the end. And then, we talked about mixers saying BAL. This is why I should just read my script. Okay, but a TRS cable can also carry unbalanced signals, and it can do this in two ways. So the first just being used as a TS cable. So if you were to use a TRS cable with like your guitar to an amp where the amp doesn't have the technology to perform that phase inversal, then it will just work the exact same as a TS cable. It'll have no benefit. But then it will also be unbalanced. You might have heard TRS cables also referred to as stereo cables. The most popular example of this is like your aux cable, like connecting like your headphones to laptops or whatever, you'll notice that they have like the tip, like the 2 rings around it. It's just like 1/8 instead of 1/4 jack. And so for that, you're sending your left channel on the positive signal wire, and your I think, and then your right channel on the negative signal wire. Someone can fact check me on that. But since both signal wires are being used to send separate channels, then there are no extra like signal wires to perform that copying of phases and reversing it at the end. So yeah, that's why aux cables, you want to keep them like, yeah, you never see aux cables that are usually longer than 20 feet. But yeah, that's why balance cables are pretty cool, or sorry, TRS cables are pretty cool. And then you'll also see in professional like studio environments, there are like speak-on cables, which basically they have 5 wires, so they can carry that stereo signal and perform that phase inversal at the end. But yeah, you'll usually only see those in professional, like live tech environments or whatever. And yeah, if you were to cut them open, they would look like this, with your positive wire in the middle, your negative wire in the middle, and then the copper wire surrounding it. For like the purposes of the presentation, blue means negative, red means positive, and green just means ground. And yeah, usually it's just copper wire. Okay, let's get into XLR cables. They're so much easier compared to TRS cables. XLR cable stands for external line return, and they're also referred to as mic cables, and they connect mics, speakers, PA systems, instruments, and sometimes even lighting. And they're famous for their durability and crisp signal. This is because XLRs are always balanced and can therefore support super, super long cable runs in professional environments and personal environments without compromising on sound quality. And since XLR cables are balanced, they have 3 pins and 3 wires, ground positive and negative. And while the interior cabling is identical to a TRS cable, it can only, an XLR will only carry a balanced mono signal. So it will only, it can only carry a balanced signal because you're just sending one channel. And every receiver that has XLR input is built to do that phase inversal thing. Okay, any questions before we get into soldering? Yes?
Are there any amps that will like take a balanced signal?
We were just talking about that. No guitar amps take balanced signals for some reason.
Not even really fancy ones?
Not even really fancy ones. I feel like the kind of like technology of a guitar pickup, for some reason, like wouldn't allow that. And I feel like a tone of a guitar is maybe like built on like the transmission of like distortion and noise. But I really want to look into that. And if people want to throw their email on the contact list, then I will do some research and get back to you guys. Okay, soldering tools. So soldering is the process of joining 2 metal surfaces together with a filler metal called solder, also called solder if you're British or you just read what's on the page. You'll see this mostly in electronics, connecting circuit components to like circuit boards, PVC boards, or just wiring in general. So some key soldering tools. You have your solder wire, which is the material used to join the 2 metal surfaces and is typically made of tin or lead. Lead solder is being eradicated because it gives people diseases, maybe. I still use it in my unventilated basement, so we'll see what happens. Okay.
We have lead-free solder.
Yes, we have lead-free solder today, so none of you guys are going to go crazy or get a brain tumor because of this. Okay, soldering irons. Yeah.
Is that on the waiver?
That's on the. Is that on the waiver? I haven't. Yeah. It's fine. You guys inhale toxic fumes every day. Okay. Soldering irons, they're made up of an insulated handle and a heated metal tip that allow you to melt the solder and apply it directly to the joint or connection. They're just glorified hot rods, basically. So flux. Flux is, or rosin flux, it's a sticky paste. I have some somewhere that I'll give you guys. We only have one. Oh, Rowan stole it. Can't believe I caught that. Well, I think it's this one is two. No, it's so cool. That's fine.
Oh, hit
You-
the
Is it cut?
or auto? No, hit cut. There you go.
Okay. Oh,
That's that. That's the tough one.
that's yeah. There. This is what it looks like. So flux is cool. It's basically just tree sap with the turpentine removed. But a lot of solder at the center of it, there will be like rosin flux. And so, especially when you first get into soldering, this is really good because it just helps with like the oxidation of the solder. So it basically just makes everything easier. It makes the solder melt faster. And yeah, we have brushes here, so you can like brush it onto your components. You can clean your soldering tip in it. No, it's just really great. You guys are ever near trees or anything. Okay, then we have solder pumps. Let's go back to the presentation. Cool. Okay. Solder pumps. So, also known as a solder vacuum, solder pumps are used to suck up solder if you need to remove existing solder or you add too much. Like Faith did, we were using this a lot the other day. So this is done by heating up the joint with your iron and then sucking it up with the pump. So that's done by just, tiny pieces of solder flying everywhere. So you just put it in its sucking up position. You heat something up, and then since it's just like very heavy grade plastic on the end, so you can touch the tip and it'll be fine. And then you just suck it up with that button once everything's melted. Yeah, super cool. And then we'll also be using tools like wire strippers and vice grips to facilitate our cabling today. Okay, now let's get into the demo. So, we thought we would start with TS cables or guitar cables because those are the cables you guys are mostly going to be fixing in the future. You're never going to have to buy another cable again. This is so great. So you should have some in front of you. I think I brought a couple from home. And then we also have that one, which Faith and I fixed.
Was it broken before? Or did we skip it?
It was fixed before, but these are all.
Fixed and then we broke it.
Yeah, and then we broke it and then we fixed it. But does anyone have any questions before we do some soldering? Any theory questions? Yeah, also feel free to shoot me an email or just ask me questions throughout this thing. We're pretty limited on our wire strippers and flux and stuff. So we will be sharing, which is so awesome.
Put this on there.
And yeah, I'll be walking around.
Should I plug this in?
Yeah, maybe wait.
Yeah, they heat up super fast.
Okay.
Hmm?
Hit glasses.
Oh yeah, everyone has. I probably won't use them. I already burnt myself in the eye earlier this week. No, it's fine. I just just like right here. And then I ran my face under a water fountain for like 5 minutes and it was fine. Yeah.
If you want to come closer.
Sure. I mean, I did do this.
Yeah, Faith never soldered in her life, and we fixed this immaculate cable.
We broke it and then
We
we
broke it and we fixed it.
Great.
So I'll probably,
Okay.
I'll pay him.
Do whatever you
This is
want.
where I can
Take
also
turns.
just shuffle it around.
Do whatever you want. I guess so.
I shared a
Really rich hair around.
Yeah, sure. You have to plug it in.
You gotta plug it in.
Are you sure?
Turn up the heat.
You guys' names? I'm
Tracy.
Tracy?
I'm Matt.
Matt, I'm Faith.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I see it's a
Did
little.
you see the glow? Oh, okay.
Branding time.
I think I also have a vice grip in my toolbox. Since I know you're gonna get the makeshift third hand. I have it.
You do?
I actually
I
lost
just-
my.
I
Oh,
guess
here's
so.
the vice grip. Okay,
I
you
can't
have to double up.
They don't really work with these big ass glasses I have.
I like that.
Good look.
That's good.
It's a good look, yeah.
If you mount this, I won't
Yeah.
hurt.
You can use it if you want.
You're in construction. You can fashion a grip
Okay.
with all of these. We only have two third hands, or two third hands. That feels weird to say. But basically, just try to make something. We can also grab tape to like hold the cable in place.
Tell them about the big muff pedal.
Oh yeah, you guys know this. When I first started soldering, I used to use my big muff
know that
pedal as a vice, as like my third hand,
Awesome.
and it would just get really hot. It still works. It fixed it.
Yeah.
Am I putting this in these alligator clips or whatever?
Yes, yeah.
What part of it? The
So-
cable or the?
What you're gonna do? Let me switch to the overhead camera. Okay. Dope. So, was a little overzealous here. I'll do it on this side. So, what you're gonna do if your cables stop working for any reason, or they start sounding weird and they're all like fuzzy or crackly, or sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. First step is you're gonna twist your cables until the outer jacket comes away, and you expose the sort of like insulation, the insulation tubing. Sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's not, and you're gonna pull it back, and expose this sort of. Thanks, babe.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. You're good.
Okay, perfect. You're gonna expose the wires, and so a lot of the time these cables all work. I just like fixed all of our broken cables throughout my internship, and we couldn't find any broken ones. But we're gonna break them and then we're gonna fix them again. But yeah, it's cool because once you'll usually be able to see right away what your problem is with your cable. Sometimes like the signal wires like come away, or like it's frayed, or yeah, your ground wire has like lost its solder or something. Usually it's just like from tugging your cable by the cord, pulling it out, not taking it out at like the actual jack. But yeah, we're gonna, first things first, we're gonna desolder. So this will be like a group process because we only have one solder vacuum.
Oh, I have.
You've got yours.
I
You
bought-
have one?
I bought
He has
this
a
on
kit.
Amazon.
Dude, we have the same
Yes.
one.
Hell yeah. I bought this on Amazon like, and then
weeks
I
ago,
saw
and
on
then we saw
Instagram
the-
this
yeah.
like 3 days later. I'm like,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect
excellent.
timing.
This is Dom
Alicia, what's the difference between like a really expensive soldering iron and like a cheap Amazon one one? Like, what's
Yeah, I would
the
love to know.
discrepancy?
To be so honest, I have the cheapest. I have yours. Very
Great.
cheap. Never needed an expensive one. Usually the expensive ones, they come in this contraption
Yeah.
where you can hold it.
You
But
just make something.
exactly, this if you flip over your visual aid, you'll see you can get like these third hands,
Oh, right.
which like basically serve the exact same function. These they have temperature meters on them, so there's no real benefit to getting like your $70 soldering irons, in my opinion. I'm also, just very cheap, and this works just fine. These third hands, they're like $10, and they're goated as, I'm not gonna swear because we're recording. Okay, so first things first, I'll walk around with the flux so people can kind of clean their iron. So what you do is, you can, this one, is kind of, I might swap my solder tip because I left this on for like 3 days, and it just melted. So I'm gonna turn mine off but for the recording, you just put your iron in and all the existing solder should vaporize off, should oxidize off. That's the right word. That's Rowan's. It's never been used, but just for
There's a
purposes.
switch on the back.
Oh, there
for
it
it.
is. Okay.
Yeah.
Give it a minute.
Give it a sec. Don't touch it.
No.
Is it even-
I keep wanting to touch it. I know.
Also for soldering guitar components, you like the temperature is usually 300 to 350 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
That's what it
So let me.
is that for something?
Yeah.
This is weird. This just says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna.
Bird poster.
It was on like 0.
Okay.
Nice.
JP's.
Oh, Big Bird.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Okay, that's starting to hurt. So I feel like this isn't good temperature.
And this is what the waivers were for.
Yeah.
I mean, I still haven't signed it.
There it is.
You should sue their ass.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that hurt. So I think you're good to go.
Okay, perfect. I want to do it.
Okay. Yeah.
I-
Clean the solder tip that's never been used.
There.
Perfect. And
Nice.
yeah, this isn't smoke, it's just vapor. So no need to. Dude, what? That's crazy.
Huh?
That
Oh, this?
like yeah.
Yeah. The little stand.
Yeah. Okay.
I got it from
He's
my
got
kid.
his little kid.
Oh,
How much do I do? Just like.
I just vape. Yeah,
That's it?
exactly. Until everything comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To clean it.
Oh, just
A
like
great way to clean it is just with a sponge and water.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa, that looks so crazy.
It does look crazy. Clean?
Yeah.
Great.
Pretty cool.
Fuck with it.
Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna get to desoldering. Where did I put my? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So, also, if this isn't picking up anything, just yell at me. No, I turned this off because I need to change my solder tip. Actually, this doesn't hurt too bad.
I wouldn't either.
Vaporizing off.
Really good suction. It's cool. Watch.
Will it stick on? I don't want it.
Yeah. Kind of.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
Does this look good?
It looks great. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Look at that. Zoom.
Awesome.
Are we desoldering the ground wire?
We're desoldering. We're gonna start with the main signal wire. what I usually do is I do the main signal wire, and then I'll do the ground wire, and then kind of just like pull the existing cable. It's way easier than like, you'll see these like clamps that hold the actual cable in place. So undoing those while the cable's in it, super hard. So I just desolder, kind of like melt the plastic. Which it's what I've seen professionals do, so I'm assuming it's the professional way. Yeah, let's give it a go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the tip of your soldering iron, just hold it on top of the main signal wire connection point. I always hold it on like the flat of the whatever. And yeah, you'll see it's all liquidy. Solder, it dries really quickly and melts really quickly, so I'm just going to move it out of the way and then just place the vacuum on the connection point and just suck up, and everything is on. And then for video purposes, I'm just going to do the ground wire now. I'm probably going to cut the cable first. Oh yeah, Rowan, if you want to help me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that would be so awesome. So we're going to cut the cable first. And then, do you want to try desoldering the ground wire and sucking up all the solder here?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
So wait, how do we do this?
So you put it in the third hand. So
This part?
exactly.
Suck it up.
And then you're gonna want to rotate it, like so. So you're gonna melt right there, and then suck up all the solder. Absolutely.
Suck here.
Here, can I try?
No, it's not really working.
So I'm gonna melt.
Just right there. You're just gonna hold it until it becomes all liquidy.
Sure, let's let them do that and then we'll get it.
And then usually touching as much of the component to the iron, it'll just make everything melt faster, but it'll melt eventually.
Touching
That
the.
will melt eventually, so.
Yeah, to just this like solder clump right
Yes.
there, where the
Oh, okay.
wire
Oh, I
is.
see.
Super hot. Just leave it there.
Perfect. And then you can probably kind of pull the cabling away
The plastic. Okay.
while everything's melted.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
Nice.
And then you can put that here, so it doesn't get everywhere. And then you're gonna melt this down as much as possible and
Okay.
suck it up.
And then to suck it up, I just am doing what?
You press the button.
This button?
Yes.
And then.
Yeah. Exactly. Perfect. How's it going?
Good. You just need a sucker.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yes. Oh, yeah.
We're not sure if anything's happening.
That's totally fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Feel comfortable.
Show them check.
Go.
Go for it. Okay.
Yeah, we're not sure if we're
What
getting raw.
temperature are you guys at?
Or
It says
455.
That might be a little
Okay.
high.
Oh, is that Celsius or Fahrenheit?
It's Celsius. Okay. Yeah, there's like a little switch here.
Okay.
Perfect. You guys are using high temperatures. So this one is more like an XLC with like XLR cable. They have like this canal built out.
Mhm.
That's not really typical with
Think so,
IS
eh?
cables. So this is like
Good.
an extra 2-in-1.
Sucked it
together.
all
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So
hope
what
so.
you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna just hold this to the solder as much as possible, and I try to get as much in contact.
Oh, more
as possible.
contact, okay.
This is also really good.
melting that hot.
Yeah.
You gotta, no, you gotta just do this.
Should we try it on the other end?
Yeah. Or that one might be weird because yeah. Maybe like that's from the other side.
There you go.
Okay.
So you just applied like pressure and just
Okay.
Yeah.
like,
It's pressure and time.
Cool.
Yeah.
You wanna do the other
Yeah.
one?
Go for it.
with the underside?
Yeah, do the ground wire.
Yeah.
Just undo.
Yeah, you get bonus points for using terminology while I'm walking around. Oh, you guys are getting the ground wire.
Well,
The-
the wires basically just
Perfect. So now what you're gonna do, I'll get my.
Are you done with the sucker?
oh yes.
And that
You can
is the
throw it.
proper terminology.
We're gonna cut the cable here. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna melt the ground wire underneath and kind of just pull it away. You should just go out with it.
You wanna do it?
You gonna try?
No?
Success.
I think, should I get more off, or?
That is gorgeous.
Okay.
That's beautiful. So now that the cable's out of the way, you kind of want to separate these two with pliers to make it open so you can fit another cable
Like this way?
inside. Exactly. I have one plier here.
Just one plier.
Maybe 10.
Yeah.
Go, go.
You guys need more pliers. Go, guys.
Slow.
Slow. You also can use your soldering iron.
Yeah, this one isn't working.
And that one, because that one's being weird.
Mhm. Like, yeah, it would have like melted by now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be the
The
solder that was
temperature,
used.
yeah.
Is this like super dirty?
Hey, look at that.
I don't know. I'll try
Try
that.
yours. Try yours.
I'll try that.
Bad guys.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's the one I've used for forever.
Cool.
Yeah.
You don't even need a fancy opener.
It comes with a slow carrying case.
Yeah.
It's the,
You're so cool.
No, my dad used that exact one to like fix our TV.
Awesome.
Like melting capacitors and stuff.
I'm just
Right.
check that.
Oh my god!
That'll be
That's perfect. That's amazing.
alright.
Like nothing's burnt.
Hell yeah.
So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take 2 sets of pliers and kind of open up this clamp so you can set another cable on top. I'm gonna try and find you guys. Other pliers.
What if you went from the inside and didn't know something?
Where'd you get the carrot?
Hmm?
Where'd you get the carrot?
Oh, Faith always has
my
carrots.
I have another one as well.
That looks so good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so now we're going to prep our wire. Okay, now it's cut and that's great. We can
Oh yeah, that seems sweet though.
do it with wire strippers, or we can do what I did for most of my soldering history, which is use an X-Acto knife. It's kind of jank, but so don't know where I put it. It's right there.
Would it be like one of these? Or?
Yeah, so for that, what I do is I score it right here.
Oh, okay. Like around here, or?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, that's perfect.
Oh yeah. Where's the sucker?
And then just yank it?
Yeah. That's perfect.
Nice.
That's so perfect. So now you've exposed the ground wire. Actually, that might not be the most
I think you wanna-
perfect. I kind of lied. That was my bad. Okay. we'll do like a light score. And try, yeah.
Did I get too much of the ground wire?
Yes. The ground wire, it's really annoying because it
It is kind of.
is really
easy to see
thick,
it.
so it's super inconvenient to work with. But you just want as much of it as possible because it's like I mean, yeah, Faith can attest, it's like what holds it in place.
Mm.
So then you're just twisting it,
It's just one wire cover, right? I guess so, right?
and then we're doing the main signal wire, which usually has 2 layers of insulation.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's just one wire.
And then stripping that.
Just got rid of that.
This one usually needs to be scored too, actually. And then that's your main signal wire.
Okay, we were trying
It's
to
working.
Perfect. And then the next step is tinning the wire, which we'll get to. Let me just walk around with my wire cutter. Okay, so
Okay.
our next step is going to be tinning your wire. So
Okay.
the first step is stripping just the
what's up
cable. So these are wire strippers I got. They were on sale for like $4. So yeah, you're scoring around just because these don't take super big wire. And then spinning it back.
Pull it away.
I realized it's probably getting picked up in the microphone. Crunch.
Actually, I have a better one for this, but I will be right back with the shitty Amazon one. Okay, so you're just placing the cable here, scoring it by turning it a bunch and then pulling up. Should work. And these you can get like 10 for $3 online.
Come on, you motherfucker.
Might be strong. Review convention. How's work?
I didn't work today, I went fishing.
With Emma?
No, with my brother and his friend. We actually went on a boat.
Have I met your brother?
No, I don't think so.
He doesn't seem to review.
No. He is going into electrical.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, well I just stripped everything. That was, yeah, I'm gonna use the wire cutters. This is embarrassing. Okay. Put it at all of them. So, I also used the X-Acto knife method for a really long time, which is just like scoring around the circumference and then scoring a line here and just pulling it back,
Right.
like a foreskin.
Yeah.
And then it should just be able to pull it. Rowan just ripped it off. I don't know if I have the strength for that. I'll let you go for it, contractor. So
Is
yeah,
it supposed
it's just
to-
scored here, and then you should just be able to, once you scored it, you should just be able to like pull up.
Pull this.
Yeah, but it might not be scored completely, so you might wanna go around a couple times. How's it going, guys?
This solder is just not coming off.
I can also run grab another cable.
Maybe, yeah, cause I want you to, like, we wanna try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's
I
not
just
really
been-
happening.
Yeah.
Nothing's
What
happening.
temperature are you set to?
I just, it was at 350, I just
Okay.
made it higher. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's like,
So
it like was making progress, but like, I've just been sitting here.
Okay, I'll run grab you guys another cable. That's good though, this one's just invisible.
Yeah, I guess so.
Invincible cable.
gonna, like, use it for anything.
Starting from,
To what?
is that right?
It looks like what kind of boring sheet.
But you still need,
I feel a bit like an expert because I did this one
Yes.
time
is the
only.
little,
But
I need the copper one. We want it on the outside.
one thing that I found is that the hottest part was like the
Right, we
flat
little, we
part,
need that.
On the front,
Cover.
like that's like tippy tip.
Just score.
not the tippy tip, like the
Just enough.
Don't-
like kind of the flat
Don't
part,
score
like,
too
like a
much.
millimeter down
Okay.
past the tippy tip,
Okay.
Why don't we just like, just score in?
and like more surface area
Put it in.
is better.
Just a little bit.
Just gonna stop.
Tracing my fingers.
Do it.
She in there. Here, let me set it up. You get ready.
I'm ready. Just waiting.
Hey, look at that.
Definitely smells like burning.
I think I burned a little plastic.
Hey. Keep doing it.
Well, we can fix it now.
Might need that like lengthwise cut though.
Here, let me just remember.
Okay. This one I think I fixed, so I know it's possible.
Okay. Thank you for,
No problem.
alright.
Wow.
Okay. How's it going?
You can have
Okay,
Evan
perfect.
got it.
Evan B.
The old fingernail technique.
Okay, so since this is your ground wire, you're gonna want to just peel it back, and then twist it, just like so. If you want to twist it until it's complete, and then you just want to strip this. Usually there'll be 2 layers of insulation protecting your main signal wire, and then twisting it again, so it makes like this L with the 2 wires, if you know what I mean. So you're
Confused.
That's totally fine. I said that really weird. So we're gonna twist this. And then you're gonna do the exact same thing that you did with the cable by stripping this. With this, it should be a lot easier to just like pull it up. Like that, and then you wanna do it one more time with that to expose the main signal wire, and then you're just gonna twist it.
Okay.
Do you get it? Yeah, just move it.
Is it working?
That is definitely working better.
Perfect. Okay. Nice glasses.
Thanks.
Okay, we're gonna
Don't melt.
be tinning the wire now, so now we're gonna get into soldering.
Give me a second. See if I can get this
Where
one.
did I put? Oh, sorry. Okay. This is beautiful. I'm gonna face it towards you. Okay, so what we're gonna do, since to make it super easy, is we're gonna add flux to. We're just gonna brush some flux onto both signal wires, and then also the iron. So I'll get you a paintbrush. That's right here. And then you really can't use too much. So use as much as your heart desires.
So we put it all on
The
these,
wire, yeah,
and then I'll dip the tip after.
exactly.
Okay. Cool.
And then what I do is just to like add some force, I like force it off kind of thing.
Oh, like a.
Yeah, I like force the wire off with the, like while it's all melted. So I wait for it to melt and then just
Yeah,
like
just like
force it.
scoop it off
Exactly.
with solder. Like get on the inside.
spritz it in
Yeah.
to get all liquidy, and then it should be super, super.
Okay, go on. I see, okay.
And it's just like the waiting game, you know. You're saying,
Yeah.
There you go.
exactly.
Yay.
Perfect. Yay.
Alright,
Yes.
we did it. Okay, do you wanna do the inside one?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then for this, I find it super easy to cut it at this point, so that way you can just like push it out.
And what would I cut?
Just this cord right here, this cable.
Oh, just like cut it?
Yeah. Let me find
Yeah, yeah.
the
Careful.
scissors, you guys. How's it going?
What am I doing?
That's
Just cutting this off?
perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna tin the wire. Don't wanna. And then if you wanna slide that in here. Okay, great. So we can put this, or I'll let you rearrange it, but we're gonna add some flux to both wires, and then also add some to your tip. And then we're gonna tin the tips, which just means add solder to the ends.
Okay.
But I'll show you how to do that after. I'll grab the flux. How are we looking? That looks so sticky. That's awesome. Did I need to grab this? And then yeah, you can just use the brushes.
And like, what I
Okay,
gathered is.
so- To solder, we're gonna grab.
I didn't put flux in
Oh,
here.
yeah, this is
Oh,
Actually-
then that's totally fine. We can do it without. When I'm soldering, we tin like the tip of my iron, so that just means adding solder over here. And then to actually tin your tips, you're just gonna come at it just from two directions and kind of make contact and just go up and down and cover it in a layer of solder.
Okay.
If you want to do that with the main signal wire.
Okay. I'm gonna put some stuff underneath this table. Just so.
Perfect. I can grab some coffee.
Set it off.
Also, throw my water.
Put that down safely. Let's grab the glove.
So I'm putting.
And then I wanna-
Yeah, you're putting. You can
We're
add
putting
some.
this right on. Or?
Exactly. You're kind of making contact. Like you're kind of. Basically, the solder melts. Like the metal is, since it's so conductive, as long as everything heats up, it'll all melt eventually. But you can kind of do it by the fastest by touching these 2 points around the wire.
Like on either side.
Yeah.
Okay, cause how much is
Alright.
soldering?
We gotta do that.
How much of the,
Yeah, we wanna strip some.
Perfect. And then just running it up and down.
This is what I did for our
Should
car.
we do that?
Yeah.
That's so perfect.
well, holding the
More?
solder you need.
Just check it from all sides to make sure there's no exposed wire.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
We did
We
it.
did it. I
That's
think,
so-
yeah, it was just the weird solder on that other one.
That's so perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Oh wait, you guys are ready, so ahead.
I think
Oh, should I stop?
No.
Okay.
So,
Let them tell us what to do.
okay, so, I usually cut a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more off. So
Thanks for your
we'll cut
blind
down eventually
loyalty.
to just to make things easier.
Yep,
So I
that
find the
looks
easiest way to do that.
Nice.
And not cut too much of the ground wires until
Yeah,
it just like
basically an
score along
expert.
there.
Peel it off.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ooh, I cut so much of the ground. This is why your cables just get like
Shorter and shorter. That's
You just
very
have a bunch of
funny.
daisy chains.
Yeah. You never have too many of those, right?
Exactly. They're always like stupidly expensive. Okay,
Ooh,
there we go.
That's how much
Okay.
I did there. Okay.
Exactly. And so you're just gonna kind of push it all back, and then just keep.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you're gonna do the exact same. Oh.
Yeah, I did this for our car speakers, and I was like.
But you didn't
oh,
solder.
I didn't solder, I just, like, I had to
Like,
peel
exactly,
it, and then I
yeah.
had to twist them together.
So it's like the exact same process
Like
if
the
you're
soldering.
wiring like your
Okay.
stereo or whatever.
And then we strip that off
yeah,
as
usually
well.
there'll be 2 layers of insulation for the main
This is
signal
so
wire.
cool.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Cool.
I'm into it. Okay.
And then we're supposed to just yank this part out.
Exactly. Usually I like add my like soldering
We're gonna break down my notes.
Wait,
And
what?
now we're gonna prep the connection.
Wires.
To hold this and.
So to do
So
that,
you need your third hand.
or maybe, yeah, Roland probably was ready for this too, so I'll just do it up there.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna prep the connector.
Alright, this is the ground wire here.
Hold on, let me get this out.
This is so metal looking. Okay, so now we're gonna prep your connector or your terminus. I think that's Latin. So we're gonna basically add some beds of solder on each connection point. So this is the main connection point and the ground connection point. So to do that, we're just
Oh,
gonna
it's still soldered. That's what there should- oh,
add
connected.
beds of solder by
So the ground wire.
turning our
goes
tip
on the
again
outside.
and then
The
just
ground was on the outside and the other.
putting
one was
Can I
outside.
clean this?
just a bed of solder right on top. And then it should dry pretty quickly. If you want to do that right there for the ground wire.
The whole way or just a little bit?
You can just do a little bit.
Like at this area here?
Yeah,
or-
that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, probably just a bit bigger than that.
Alright,
Okay.
now we're ready.
Alright, I think we're ready for phase 2.
2.
Or 3, whatever phase.
Whatever phase we're at.
Okay.
Oh, this looks so good, guys.
Yay!
Very
This
good.
is so. This is
Fine.
beautiful.
That's
Oh
what
my
she loves
god.
to do.
Thank you.
This is. I know.
My friend calls them cat acupuncture
Wow.
fingers for like doing acupuncture on a cat.
You.
Like delicate.
No,
It's
it's
fiddly.
soldering. It's such a.
Just whenever
Fiddly
We
thing.
say it's Stella and I were just like, I don't know why so many guys are electricians because it's so.
It's such a
so
girl.
It's such a girl.
It's so girly, yeah.
Actually, aren't you supposed to use this to make jewelry or something?
Yeah, where's the
Fiddly.
jewelry at?
Fiddly.
Okay, so
Alright,
now what we're
That
gonna
one's next
do.
week, actually.
okay.
Yeah, that's when we get into the hard stuff. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply flux to both these wires,
Okay.
and then we're gonna clean our soldering tip. Just
We
in
did.
The,
We're ahead. Okay, so we put it just like everywhere?
yeah, you can't really have
So
to.
we can coop 'em up.
Just goop them up. A little spa day for you. Love it.
Perfect.
You wanna do something?
No, you got it.
Just like help.
Did you wait? Did you do the demonstration?
So we got some solder on here.
Okay, you're probably gonna want a little bit more. It's just gonna want to be like a lump, like a cancerous lump on the top.
I like your descriptions.
Yeah, they're very helpful. I'll never forget.
That lump is
And
not
then
cancerous.
yeah, that looks perfect. That's so perfect.
Okay, I'm really excited.
And then you're just gonna want to make it more of a lump than like spreading
How
it.
does it clean it without abrasive?
It just goops and then all the stuff comes off. Perfect. It's like when you get wax and then you
Awesome.
like put
Which
oil
one
on.
of these do you
I don't
use?
know anything about that.
So I do the ground first, and so to line it up, to kind of cut it down to size, I kind of
But I think
go like
the-
that. This is the tricky part. It takes like a while to get good at. So you wanna cut it down to size. So I would put it about here, so it just sits
Oh
in
yeah,
the
it's
door
orange
there.
here with all this
You're
soldering.
gonna wanna
It's just
maybe
different.
like apply some more solder to your iron, and then like melt it into here, so it like melts over top, if you know what I mean, and it kind of just like melts together. Yeah, so you can go for it.
Sounds good.
If you mess up, you can always start again.
Alright, Alan. Is that?
Alicia.
Alicia, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
You're not familiar with her
I
like
don't.
that.
Yeah. You
I didn't wanna
can
say.
go for it.
Miss.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Alright, what do we do next?
Next, you're gonna tune the wires.
Okay.
So yeah, so prepared. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to kind of come at it from like two like opposite angles. You're gonna wanna. I find it super helpful for the ground wire, especially to tin your tip first. So there is just like that layer of solder on both
Oh,
coming in
cool,
from,
look at that,
from
wow.
both connection points. This is kind of burning off.
Is it too hot?
It might be a little bit too hot.
Okay.
Give it a sec to,
Give it a sec to cool down.
yeah. Oh, look at that, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I have so many bits like this in the station. I'm gonna melt them all down for Amelia and create some ugly piece of jewelry that she has to wear.
I love that.
More wire?
Perfect. And then
But
you're
to
gonna.
330, so I don't know.
330, yeah, that's great. Let's see. How that. Doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah,
wet. Okay.
it's
I see
wet,
it.
yeah.
It's the
Then-
right phrase.
just like going up and down.
Cool.
This is also a horrible angle. But, oh, there we go. The ground wire is usually the hard one just because it is so thick. There we go. Yeah, now I feel like it's cooling down and not burning everything. But yeah, just coming at it from multiple angles, so the whole thing is coated, and then just scraping off any solder.
Cool. Thank you.
Right, no problem. Okay, now we're gonna get to finishing our cable.
Is this enough? Or is that?
That's a beautiful amount. It kind of
Well, it looks wonky from this side, but is that okay? Like,
yeah,
there's a little, like,
yeah, it's gonna melt down.
Okay.
That does look like a cancerous lump. But no, so we're gonna measure how much we need, or how much of our cable that we need to trim. So we're gonna do the ground first, and to do that, you're just gonna wanna come at it from the side like this, and since your cancerous lump is like right here, we're gonna cut the cable just right
Okay.
there. Oh,
Here, I'll put this more in. Just like that.
Okay, you were saying?
so you're gonna measure your ground wire to approximately where it's gonna land. So for us, that's right here. So we're gonna cut it like right there.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just gonna fall right in the middle, which is so awesome. And so what we're gonna do now is we're going to solder our tip, and then just melt it down into itself, if that makes sense.
Right.
This sometimes takes a while because the ground wire is really thick.
It's ugly, but it looks
Doesn't
right.
matter.
So yeah.
There. And then you're just gonna wanna let it cool. Thank you.
Just like cool onto that spot.
And that's actually really pretty.
This isn't.
I wish we did it like that the other day.
Are we recording this? Oh, nice.
This right here?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And then to do the main wire, you're gonna wanna pop that over top. And then again, measure out where this will land approximately. The main signal wire, it's way more important to cut that down to size because that's usually what comes off first is if we have like excess wire here.
So how much do we want overlapping?
We probably just want this to land again right in the middle of like the lump.
Okay.
So I'd probably cut
Cut off like
right
a little
there.
end there.
Oh, we're supposed to put one on this.
So like right about there.
Perfect. That would be
No wire.
Good.
that
Do you remember the next?
has potential to
step? Am I
be
supposed to put
the prettiest cable
a
ever.
solder on this part? Is
So
Okay.
then I do this one now.
Exactly. You're
And
gonna
right
do
in
the
the
exact same thing. Right in the
So, yeah,
middle.
a little bit,
I put like the
a
flat
little
of the
lump
iron
there.
down to melt it.
Yeah, yeah.
Usually
Right
makes
on
it
top with a little
far
dot,
Or
faster.
the, yeah, and then there.
And then a little dot as well.
Okay, so that these
And then
have
also
to solder
pressure.
as well for,
Yeah,
okay.
so like replacing the stuff that you just took off.
Wait, that's perfect.
More or should it cover the top or?
That would be ideal. But this is honestly, this is great. If
Right.
you feel like being a perfectionist.
Kind of.
That's like that's the prettiest cable I've ever
Wow.
seen.
Ron, you did so much better than I did.
Really?
Yep.
It's fun. I'm sure you did great.
It was solid.
That's
Yes.
enough.
That's enough. And you're just gonna wanna like put these clamps, clamp it back to
Okay,
the
put them
cable.
back, yeah.
I'll get you some.
On the delay.
So it's like cool enough now. I can like mess like I can.
Yeah. That looks so good.
Now we just gotta put it together.
Yeah, just put it together.
Alright,
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
And then you're probably gonna wanna
Sorry.
peel these apart. No, don't apologize. You're probably gonna wanna take 2 pliers and
Okay.
open those up. Let me grab those, you guys.
Is that the end of the soldering then? Should I just turn this off for now?
Yeah.
Okay. How am I gonna get these back? Or I guess 2.
Yeah, you can use 2. I'm gonna steal these from you guys. And I just go. Oh, you're so super nice jeans. I just go around, like from that.
Like this way? Or this way?
Yeah, like
Turn yourself.
perpendicular.
Of course.
And I just kind
I
of,
just have to hop
instead
in.
of doing that, I kind of
Yes.
come at it like this,
I need some
and then just smash it down.
Oh, I
Try
see.
to Spread these
But
apart.
like Bink?
Yeah,
Just with one?
yeah.
And
No longer.
No, I am, I just want to let you make anything.
I'm sorry, I was trying to focus because I'm gonna.
I would like to do it also.
This one's also
you see
kind
what
of.
I'm doing?
maybe
Like
like
that.
I maybe like
Put a
I
little
Yeah.
went too far with
Yeah.
we can try to like
That
twist
way
it back a
inside
little
here,
bit.
inside of there will just melt it together, I believe. But I need to open these so it'll be easier to put together. So
Nice.
it's in the way.
Hey.
Wait, that's so perfect.
That one worked. Yeah, let's go this one.
Do you guys have pliers over there that
Yes.
aren't being used? Awesome.
Ooh, there
Thank
you
you.
go.
Maybe.
So
and then maybe
close.
now we can
Yeah,
think we can go like this.
yeah, totally.
There we are.
That's perfect.
She'll be
That's
over
nice.
because it's done.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Solder it.
I don't think that's moving.
Please help us somebody
Yeah,
else.
do that or something.
You can give it a pull, and then do you want to put it back together?
Sure.
They're late eaters.
Yeah, they're late,
So,
because I forgot.
now what?
Now you
And
just
I said, I hope it's cool, your friend's coming for a drink.
pull this up.
Yeah, it's freezing.
Yeah,
Should I tell people bring their
Okay.
medicines?
Very nice.
I don't want
Very
to
nice. and then give it the old 1-2.
Okay. Should go light up all? Or
No. I've never seen it light up all together. That's crazy.
that's reason.
You just did such a good
Yeah.
job, Rowan.
Yeah.
You got all the lights.
Got all the lights. I made connections that weren't even possible.
Where are you guys at? Did you? Oh, you're done. Shit.
Hurry up, Matt.
Well, I don't know exactly what to do next. So.
Yeah, you just
See
flip
if
it
it
back.
works.
You flip it back the opposite way that we took them apart.
Okay.
I think you do know.
It was ground on the
This
inside.
one might be a little scalded
Yeah.
from facing mine.
No. it wasn't.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ground on the outside.
Yeah, let's reset it. This is
Okay.
gonna work.
So, ground on the
On
bottom.
the bottom. Yeah.
Told you.
Yeah.
That's so.
That's what I said.
Okay, let's try it
Yeah,
again.
so we'll
Hey,
sit
you know,
in
curve
there.
to the left. That's all right.
So it's
Um,
supposed to be
No,
just
so
doing.
this will stay at a
feel like
right angle.
your side
And
is
then
pristine.
And then you'll solder it, and then.
This is so great.
Okay.
But this side we
So
can
just do
probably
one thing at a
tell
time.
what's wrong with it.
Okay.
If you want to use your skills of deduction now.
Hmm. I mean,
I don't see the ground wire, which is probably
oh,
an issue.
like is it
I think it's just buried.
is it
Or
going down
it's-
here?
Yeah, or it's just come away. So, if you want to try fixing it,
Sure, I guess. Yeah, let's go for it. In here, and then disconnect first, and then
desolder, like snip this away.
snip
and-
it away now, or just
Whatever
after?
you want. Yeah,
Okay.
you can snip it away now. Yeah, snip it away, desolder, open the clamps, prep your wire, and then solder beds, and then finish up.
Right, I see.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Do you want it to be connected to the pedal?
Want it?
Well, we can.
Let's see if
Like
there's
a
signal.
I'll bring it over.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let's see if theirs works.
If it works, we all did it. If it doesn't, it's Ian. Whoa.
Okay. Just put them both in here. Doesn't really matter which side. Okay. That's perfect.
What?
And then you twist them around.
Such a spaz.
Yeah, you gotta learn.
Should we turn on the light?
Oh, sure.
That's so perfect.
Hey, look at that.
That's a solid cable.
Hey.
We can use this for the show.
I know, yes.
Yes.
The
That's-
camera's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Hell yeah.
Nothing's put. Okay, I think the batteries are this way because the backing's coming away. Yeah, it's totally the batteries.
I don't know, it's up to you.
But yeah, it's definitely the batteries.
Alright, that's on.
That's so
You wanna
relaxed.
try the other one?
Yeah.
That's great,
Having a
guys.
chill time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
usually 90%
Lights are so
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's
Not
been
in
soldering
jail.
what since
Okay.
16.
No, I only did it once.
At the Peony.
Yeah.
You should tell that
But it was
story.
more like, okay, why we like soldering different transistors.
How are we doing?
I'm not sure, so
That's okay.
I think I got the ground on, I don't know if I got it in the right
I guess.
spot, or
That's totally okay.
if there's too much wire or something.
But is it
Okay,
weird?
so what I do
So it's like,
with
it's
the
like,
ground
yeah,
wire
be careful how much
is
soldering
I'll come
you
at it
do.
from the side. so
Otherwise
we
you're gonna have a big
probably
blob.
desolder,
Yeah, you gotta be
which
careful.
is totally fine.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we desoldered so many times yesterday. So I desoldered it,
pending.
and you can keep the rest of it intact at this point. Awesome. Okay, so what I do is I come
Oh, I
at it.
get it, yeah.
Yeah, I come at it from the side.
I
I'd
see.
probably
Lay it
make
down.
this a bit like bigger.
The glob?
The glob.
Okay.
Like less high, more
Wide.
wide, exactly. I have no feeling. Okay, that's perfect.
Good, okay.
Um,
Oh,
It's
right.
kinda like mushing it.
I see what's happening.
Exactly. So measuring it, probably snipping it right there. So
Okay,
it
cutting
falls
that
in the
off,
middle.
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
So you can do that with these.
yeah,
Just,
yeah,
There, go for it.
sure.
That's too quick. Yeah, you can always get down.
I'm an expert.
I'll just put that on.
Sorry,
There you go.
That,
And then just exactly melt it into itself. And then that's when I use the flat of my iron to just get
the whole thing.
exactly get as much surface area connection as
Yeah, so
possible.
like sideways.
this?
No, like lengthwise, like 'cause it's long. Yeah, there you,
Or I come at it
like, yeah,
like from here.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Make your fingers.
And use like the side of it.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is the side of it, and
Yeah,
then go
see,
like that.
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Solder it.
Perfect.
Is that good?
Yeah, I can maybe add a little more solder just on top.
Just like from this thing?
Yeah, and then what I do since when you add more solder, it'll make this come up. So what I do is I hold the wire down with a pair of tweezers.
Okay.
You have tweezers in your kit.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I
was
do?
supposed to look at mine. So I hold down the wire with the tweezers and just melt around it so it stays in place.
Okay.
And this is where four hands are great.
Yeah, yeah. You wanna help do
Yeah.
that? And then we can switch. Ooh, nice.
Perfect.
Just like get it from the back side, yeah.
And yeah, you just want it to be as coated as possible. Perfect.
Alright,
Yeah. Then you might want to just yeah, exactly, smooth it out.
okay. Okay, so yeah, you
And
can be
adding-
ugly putting it on and then
Exactly,
smooth it out
and then
after.
even like applying pressure to like almost flatten the wire
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the
Does it smell?
Just let it sit for a second.
yeah.
Okay,
What is this? It just smells.
Perfect.
alright.
Okay, now you're ready to sort of bring this over and do the signal wire.
Okay, because it is grease.
So just like that?
Exactly.
Cool.
I would also like hit
Yeah.
it from underneath first and then put
Do you
this
wanna
on
do
top
it?
and then melt it in.
Do it. cables.
So like, you hit this first to mount it, yeah, there you go. Bring it over.
Looking at the ground was on there pretty good, so now I'm sure.
I think the batteries are going on the machine.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. Well, we have some in the station, right?
Bro.
Yeah.
Batteries?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, we
You
do.
bought some.
Yeah.
Okay, I can go run and grab
Yeah,
those.
this is a
I can
Tracy
grab them.
job.
I
for
know
sure.
that.
You're doing so well, though.
That's good.
Do we get to keep these?
I do little fiddly things all the time, so I have tons of
They're the
practice.
stations now.
You can keep them if you want them.
They're $4.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so I've prepped some SLRs for you guys.
Go be up here.
So if you refer to your diagrams, the amount of times I've soldered an XLR cable backwards is infuriating.
Are we doing XLR tutorial now?
Well, they're done, so.
You gonna go water yourself?
No, shush.
Okay, so you guys are gonna do, I can put the overhead lights on. I also have some LED lights if you guys need additional lighting. So for these XLRs, I've already pre-tinned them, I've already pre-shirt them.
This,
Exactly.
like a position, whatever the position 3 prongs are.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave these. Check with me before you start soldering. I want to just see if you leave them right.
Okay.
If you can.
So there's already solder on there.
Yeah.
So we're putting
Are they color coded?
They are color coded.
Alright.
Wait, so just the front or the back?
Okay. That hurt too bad.
You should go dunk it.
I think it's pretty fine. Yeah. That is over here.
I'm gonna get in on the XLR tutorial.
Yeah.
a male.
Could we try, can I try the tester to see if we did a good job?
The batteries are also going on the tester. We realized. Just like embarrassing for us.
No, this is the best thing ever.
Okay, let's go for it.
Okay.
The end.
So we have the male.
This is exactly what happened to Rowan. Yay!
Which is not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah.
No,
This
oh, here's
just
right.
means the wires above.
That's not a plier. This is also not a plier.
Should we try this one that we know?
Yeah,
We
that's a
have
really good
this.
idea. This is just pink.
Whatever, look good to me.
It looks great.
I saw lights.
You know, we should just like. We don't have like a way to test, like we don't have any amps in the station or guitars.
You lick one end and plug the other end down.
Yeah.
Guys.
Do we have any instruments in the station besides like?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I don't know.
Oh,
Did this come out of this?
Oh.
It just came out of this.
I said oh.
Oh.
I'll be back.
Very exciting. This is very exciting.
It's really not.
I'm excited.
We're gonna do the old-fashioned way to see a cable.
Now I gotta
We're
get
gonna
this, right?
press it in, right?
That's exciting.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, great. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, you're such a, I'm not good with
You gotta just like
Decide what is
be calm.
so bad. The smaller it is, the less coordinated I am at dealing with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you get
she
burnt?
like does like sewing and
Leathercraft.
very.
Tiny things. Mending.
Yeah.
It's like you're just little tiny like hand practice. Fixing
Yeah.
people's glasses. Like,
Yeah, you did that for a
you
while.
did that for 2 years. Yeah.
That's a good skill to have.
It's a great skill. Yeah.
lightly screwed. That's like
It's like
perhaps.
Which reminds me to fix my bike.
Have you done this before?
No, I haven't. No,
Nice.
no. I that soldering iron's mine. I bought it because I
Oh,
was like,
that's cool.
So
I'm
you just
gonna-
got-
yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna use this, and then I just never really learned how.
I'm gonna order. Well, I was gonna do it before this thing anyway, but I'm gonna order like a build your own pedal kit.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
They like I don't know. I can't hurt my. Oh, I can maybe go hurt myself or whatever. But
Yeah.
It's fine. I'd rather do that than try and mess with something that I own and I know works. And
Yeah,
then it's not
exactly.
Work or whatever.
Yeah. I want to do the same thing. I want to get like a pedal kit or something and
There's a
try
brand
to.
called Stu Mac.
Yeah.
I think there's one was like $99.
Nice.
They have
Like a fuzz or something.
Yeah, they have a fuzz. They have a tube screamer,
Hmm.
rip off, and it's like I don't have one of those. It's in my cart. I'm gonna order it at some
Nice.
point.
Yeah, that's cool. That's sweet.
But we have no idea.
Red
I can tell this without the wire.
And then is the one on the left?
I don't need to
For that?
stay for that. So if you want to go, get going for dinner and stuff.
Yeah, I guess, you get the concept.
I get the concept. I just need to.
You can get like little.
I need the
hand
hours.
practice. You need the hand practice.
I bet at the,
figure
I
out
bet at the hard
these
farm there's some
without- 'cause
broken
they're
ass
all
tables.
solid.
Yeah, just bring them home.
Bring 'em home.
We'll just like,
Black
do
is
like a
smooth,
long.
and then the other one's ground.
So, on which ones would these connect?
So you want red
Unplug
top
mine.
right?
Red
That's what
top
comes down.
You want the black on the bottom,
Okay,
and then you want the other one on the left.
like that.
Oh, that's an on and off switch. Great.
And then we just solder.
That's the challenge.
She wanted us to check with her before.
Just go for it. The little devil and do it. Alright.
I mean, I'm pretty confident.
Thanks, baby.
That's professor.
46.
Is there anything else that goes in between you? Does this just clip into?
And that'll like kind of come out of here. This is gonna have to be exposed first.
But that piece is already here.
What does it look like when it's like done?
This, right? Because you get the little thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
You took a little
Isn't this,
piece.
this should be the metal? Oh, right. That's how
Plug
it
into the song.
Yes,
Hot stuff. That's really funny.
looks like there's a lot
That
more
me doing
going
or
on.
you? That's her. That's her.
Oh, no, it always would look like this.
But spiritually, I'm doing it.
My concept when he wants to play drums.
What does the end of this look
Yeah,
like?
Adam.
So I was gonna ask Adam after
So you
I
have-
talk to this.
This is the female thing.
Don't make
But
me think of
You
it.
can see that
This needs something in there. I
Who's
think
this
this
guy?
goes in again.
He played in some other local bands.
Hmm.
Maybe this comes out since Falling Apart. He's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Dan Foy's
Okay.
jam
oh,
room.
we have example.
Yeah, of course, everyone likes
Can
it.
you unscrew it?
Okay, so
There is
there's something jammed
There
in
is
here.
something. I think it's this. Yeah, probably.
And this is a metal thing. This
So-
is its own thing. This metal thing has more inside it instead of it being there. So, where's this clip? Goes in like that. So, this.
Look at that.
Are you in inside? Because you can see this. We need to put the prompt inside first.
You saying should we start packing up?
Oh, we'll wait till they come back and see what is the last thing,
That's true.
and then we can pack up. We do have to make dinner.
Did the batteries work?
No, they wouldn't have new batteries anyways.
That's
So.
okay.
Oh my god, look at
This
this.
is like an unnecessarily
Complicated
complicated way to test, but we just don't have any instruments in the station. Did you figure it out?
I
also have
suppose
this.
Kinda, yeah. We figured out the orientation.
Okay. Let's see. Let me back check. Okay. So what I usually do is I set it down upside down because all XLR cables, they have these canals
Mhm.
at their connection point. So what you want to do
Please,
is
this
you
is
want to
not
fill
very
these with
your
solder
mom.
first, like pre-fill them, so that way you can do the exact same thing,
Like
which is just
standard
melt
plastic.
the cable into it.
Mhm.
And then for these, length is really important because you want them to be like, the weight to be evenly dispersed amongst the three connection points, so if there is a pull, like one isn't coming loose. And so yeah, if it's like this, what are you gonna solder where? Geography?
I believe.
Where do things go?
Okay, can I look at it like
Yeah.
this? So this is going to be ground, I believe, and then this is going to be red, and this is going to be black.
Perfect.
So it'll be red, black, ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
What helps me is when you flip it upside down like this, your ground is always going to be the one on top, and then it's just determining what's ground and what's positive.
Okay.
So yeah, so
It's,
perfect.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So pre-fill it with solder, cut them down to size,
Let's do it.
and yeah.
Pop that in there.
You want this on there?
Okay.
I think so. Otherwise,
Yes.
there's gonna be a messy solder.
I think we should end the live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a 4-track, that's cool as hell.
I know it's new. Well, it's obviously not new.
It's the.
Oh yeah.
You bought it for it's the stations or?
No.
It's yours?
I bought it for myself. It's been my dream piece of gear since I was 12.
Nice.
And I finally found a guy in Duncan who sold it to me for $200.
That's really cheap.
I know.
Is it, we're fully working?
Fully working.
That's, what a steal. Very excited.
Okay. Refill solder.
It's on.
What instrument are you gonna plug in? Do you have an instrument or?
I have microphones and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
So I was gonna do microphone input,
XLR out.
TS out.
TSA,
And
yeah.
see if we get signal in here.
Oh yeah. Nice.